Good evening, everyone. This is yours truly, J Blue 68, and today is March 27th, Comic Book Night, the last comic book night of the month of March, and we're officially into the spring season. I am so happy about that. Winter is officially over. Even if we get any more snow, it'll probably be a light coating, nothing heavy. But we're officially into spring. As of March 21st. I'm very happy about that. A lot of cool things coming up over the next couple of months. That includes a lot of cool movies that were discussed in my previous videos. And by the way, if any of you are interested, the Captain Marvel video review is up. It's a two-part video. Each video is at least about between 30 almost 40 minutes long. But myself and Mike are discussing a lot of things in the video along with Captain Marvel and the Marvel Universe or Marvel Cinematic Universe or the MCU. So that's why the videos are kind of lengthy, and that's why it took so long to post the videos too. Plus a lot of editing and adding different effects and visuals into the video. So anyway, if you want to check those videos out, go to J Blue and then type in the number 2. Again, J Blue, type in the number 2. I'll have the description and the link below. You can also go to Mike's page at The Watcher's Eye, and I'll also have that in the description below. But right now, we're going to do a mini haul. The comics I'm going to show you now, some of them I've had for some time, and I'm just now displaying them. Some of them have been out for at least about over a month, and I'm just now getting a chance to show them. My apologies. And the reason why, okay, because, well, I've had to do other adult things when it comes to my finances. You know, like paying bills, utility bills, and all those fun things that adults do. But anyway, let's get into this little mini haul here. In front of you, you see first Miss Marvel. This is a new issue number 1, written by Saladin Ahmed, a gentleman I've had a chance to meet twice. I had a chance to meet him the third time. When this book was introduced, he was at a local comic book shop that I frequent, and I was actually there tonight when I picked up these books, or where I picked these books up at and purchased them. And I don't mind saying it was Green Brain Comics, one of my favorite stores here in Michigan, in Dearborn, Michigan. But Saladin was there. I had a chance to meet him, but I was very busy that night. But anyway, I have the book. This is book number 1 of one of my favorite characters, who's introducing the all different Marvel Universe a couple years back, Miss Kamala Khan, also known as Miss Marvel, and she's featured in the Marvel Rising cartoon series. I like that cover because it reminds me of downtown Detroit, where the People Mover is at when you're moving through Cadillac Square. That's what it looks like to me. Anyway, so that's book number 1. The next book up is Age of X-Man. A couple of characters on this particular cover that I recognize, some I do not. Of course, that's Magneto, Storm, Colossus. I believe that is Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. This is a new X-Men here with the antlers coming out of her head. I don't know what her name is, and that looks right there to be I think that is, what is his name? That is, oh my goodness, I'm losing my memory right now. Who is that guy? He's a cyborg, was featured in Deadpool. Oh, you know who he is. I'm sorry, names kind of escape my brain sometimes when I'm tired. I just got home from work, so please excuse me. Let's move on here. Let's see. That's Marvel Knights number 6. I think I already have this book. This might be a duplicate, but I still like that cover. If I do have it, I'll just give it away to someone who likes Marvel Comics and Marvel Knights, the Marvel Knights series. I believe this series has ended. The 20th anniversary of the Marvel Knights series. Very nice cover there. Features Black Panther, Daredevil, Punisher, and of course Elektra. All right. Moving on, there's Invaders issue number 1, which features Namor, the Winter Soldier, and looks like the original Human Torch and Captain America on the background. The artwork is okay. I don't really particularly care for the way they drew Namor per se, and with the armor on. Namor doesn't necessarily have to wear armor, but I'm just assuming that's battle armor. But I like this is Invaders number 1. I like the Invaders, so that's why I wanted to get this particular series. Okay, so that's Invaders. Sorry about that. And here is book number 2 of the Ironheart series. She was also introducing all new, all different Avengers. That's Riri Williams there, who was created by Mr. Brian Michael Bendis, who's now working for DC Comics. I really like this cover here, though. This is issue number 3. I like that cover right there, how she's kind of in mid-flight and falling back out of the sky, or in the sky, and the little skyline they have there. That's pretty neat. Also reminds me of the riverfront of Detroit. That is pretty neat there. And last but not least, book number 4 of The Return of Wolverine. Oh, it looks very dangerous there, with the hot glowing adamantium claws coming out of his hands. It looks like he's strapped down to a wall or something, and he's severely injured somebody. That old knucklehead there. Looks like another version of Weapon X. And I actually showed this series in my last haul, book number 5, The Return of the Wolverine. But this book I had, again, held at the comic book shop that I was at tonight. Now I have the entire series, issues 1 through 5, and I can finally read them back to back to back. Okay, so that's it for my comic book haul. But I do have one more thing I want to show, and that is this here. Pretty neat little item I picked up tonight as well. And you can see the infamous title, The Walking Dead. But it's not a comic book. It's not a comic book that I'm showing. This is actually part of what I was talking about in the video that I did the other day about comic book maintenance. How to keep your comic books in good shape. This is a comic book carry case, actually. And this designed by a company called Skyline, I think it is. Let's look at the bottom here. Skybound, I'm sorry. By bcsupplies.com, and I'll feature the link to the company in the description box as well. But that's really neat there. I like that. This is made out of it's hardwood. So you can fit at least 20 books in here, probably. Maybe that may be exaggerating. Maybe 10 between. I'll say 10 and 15 single issues. And I have some comic books in here, Walking Dead comics. What would this be without comic books inside of it? I already have 2 books in here, Walking Dead books. You can also put trade paperbacks in here too. So you dig that. Very nice to have. The thing about it is, though, is being that it has a designer cover, I wouldn't want the box itself to get damaged either. So when taking it outside, I'll probably wrap it up in Mylar plastic. But this is another way of preserving your comic books. If you want to take them with you and look really cool in front of your friends, this is one of the ways to do it. And just like the short boxes I showed the other day, These comic book cases also have artwork on them. You know, as you can see, and have particular themes. There's several different ones that I've seen at the comic book shop, but this one interested me the most, so I got it. Okay, that's it. That's all, y'all. And this retails for about 13 bucks. So they're nice to have, you know, nice to have if you collect comic books, which I do. And that's why one of the reasons why I prefer the paper copy of comic books versus this digital copies, because there's so many cool things you can do with the paper copies of comic books. You know, and ways to preserve them, ways to keep them looking cool and safe, and to protect them from the elements outside and even inside. Okay, that's it. That's all, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, hit the like button and subscribe and share too. I almost forgot to say that. Please share and please subscribe. If you like these videos, hopefully they're informative. And that's it. That's all, y'all.